You want to be a real man, a man with depth, power and purpose? Then listen closely. Because if you don't have this one thing, then you'll always be a slave to the world around you. A slave to money, a slave to validation, a slave to power you don't even control. That one thing, spirituality. Not the weak, soft, new age crap they're peddling. I'm talking about the raw, undeniable force that fuels the strongest of men in history. It's the key to resilience, discipline, and legacy. And without it, you're just another pawn in their game. And trust me, there is a game. Especially in the West, they've built an entire system to strip men of their strength. The agenda: destroy spirituality, destroy masculinity. Create men that are obedient little workers who never question, never rebel, never rise above their programming. They do it by testing how much you'll tolerate. Corruption, weakness, addiction. They push and most men crumble. But you won't, because today I'm giving you the 5 traits that will turn you into a spiritual alpha. A man who cannot ever be controlled. So let's get into it. First up, positive rationality. Men today are brainwashed into emotional slavery. Men are programmed to see every single setback as a personal attack. Why me? The world is against me. Weak. A spiritual alpha doesn't cry about his problems. He solves them. He doesn't allow his emotions to cloud his judgment. He looks at the facts, finds a way forward, and then executes. You want to be a warrior? Stop living in victim mode. Get out of your feelings and into your power. Here's a few practical exercises that will help you to develop this trait. Number 1, every time you feel emotional about a situation, pause. Write down what's happening and separate facts from feelings. Ask yourself, what's the next logical step? Take action based on logic, not reaction. Train yourself in debate. Pick a controversial topic and argue both sides. This will help strengthen your rational thinking. Next, honesty and courage. Weak men lie to avoid conflict. They hide behind fake smiles and empty words. But the world needs chaos. Because through destruction, we create order. Truth cuts through the nonsense like a sword. Every time you lie, you weaken your spirit. Every time you cower, you shrink. Radical honesty forces you to face reality head on. And that's the only way to build real strength. Practical exercise. Start with self-honesty. Journal about one area of your life where you've been lying to yourself. Then practice radical honesty in small ways. Speak your mind when it matters, even when it's uncomfortable. Challenge yourself to one difficult conversation every week where you say exactly what you mean. Gratitude. A real man knows his place in the grand scheme of things. You are nothing in the face of the universe, of God, of time itself. And that's where your power comes from. Because when you drop the ego, you let the soul take control. Gratitude isn't just being thankful. It's understanding that everything, good and bad, is part of the game. You grow from the struggle, you learn from the losses. Every experience molds you. And when you embrace that, you become unstoppable. Practical exercise. Every morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for, including one challenge that's making you stronger. Reflect on how past hardships have shaped you. Gratitude isn't just for the good, it's for the struggles too. Practice humility by serving someone less fortunate than you. True power isn't just about taking, it's about giving too. 4th, creativity and imagination. Most men are terrified of their own potential. But the truth is, no one sees your vision but you. The Colosseum was just rubble before it became a masterpiece. Your life works in the same way. A spiritual alpha moves without needing a crowd. He builds, creates, and imagines without fear. And when it's finished, then the world takes notice. Practical exercise. Every day, spend 10 minutes visualizing your future. See yourself succeeding in detail. Start creating without fear. Write, design, build, act. Forget your audience. Make your vision real. Do something new every week that challenges your creativity. Write a story, sketch an idea, or brainstorm a business plan. Finally, stoicism. The bigger your purpose, the bigger the challenges. Weak men react. They flinch, they doubt, they hesitate. But you move like a force of nature, unshaken, unstoppable. The more spiritual you become, the less you're controlled by emotions. You operate from a higher plane. God energy fuels you. No hesitation, no doubt, just forward motion. Practical exercise. Start your day with the control test. Ask yourself, what can I control today? What can't I? Focus on what's within your power. When faced with adversity, use the pause rule. Before reacting, take 3 deep breaths and ask yourself, what would a strong man do? Train discomfort. Take cold showers, fast for a day, or do something physically tough. Your mind must be as strong as your body. Listen, being spiritual isn't about sitting in a field meditating all day. It's about how you show up, how you live. Moving through the world with conviction and purpose. Most men will settle, but not you, because deep down, you know the truth. The harder the path, the stronger you become. The lonelier the road, the closer you are to greatness. Being spiritual isn't for soft men, it's for the toughest men alive. Those that are willing to do whatever it takes to bring their vision to life. So who are you going to be? A pawn or a king?